Hey folks, today I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different. How I maintain my chess database. I keep an open source database. I use SCID, Shane's Chess Information Database, as my software to maintain records. Now, the source of the updates will be from the Week in Chess. So here I'm showing you the Week in Chess webpage along with the Python script which I use to recursively collect any updates. So let me get right into it. So essentially, I'll put the links to the Week in Chess in the description, and I'll also paste the actual script. It's a very short script. I found it online. I don't remember where, but I had to edit it to work properly, and I made it much simpler. So you can see here it's only 30 lines. And shout out to whoever I got it from. I'm sorry, I don't remember where, but if I do, I will definitely link in the description below. Okay, so let's get to it. So first of all, the most important part of this script is knowing where to start and where to end. Okay, so if you go to the Week in Chess website, you'll see that the first issue was in 1994, but it turns out that the archive only goes up to 2012. Okay, 920. So you should have an established database already with older games in order for this to be useful. Okay, so the last time I checked was just last week, and so I only have one number to go. So I have up to 1413, and I only have to download 1414. So using this script is not really useful because I only have one to download, in which case I can simply just right click here and download the PGN. But I'm going to demonstrate for you today. Let's imagine that I haven't updated my database in a while, or I need to do a bulk update. And let's imagine that we want to update from 1409 through 1414. So I'm just going to change this to 1414 and change this to 1409. Okay, I'm going to save, and we go to our console, and I'm going to go to the folder in question. Okay. So the command is Python 3 twic simple.py, and you will see it work live. As you saw immediately, we have all the files downloaded into our folder. Okay, so that's the first part. So next I go to SCID, and I will open my database. So my database is called merged base, and so here we are. And what we do is we go to database and import files of PGN games and just select all the games we just downloaded. SCID will open them, import them, and check for errors. In this case, I don't have any errors. And after that, we do a database maintenance. So you go to database maintenance, and it's recommended to do spell check, but I'm not going to do that right now. So we go to delete twin games. So just in case we imported the same files, we delete twin games. I usually leave the default settings. It deletes the shorter games. It keeps the games with annotations and comments, etc. So let's say delete games. It's going to check the entire database for duplicates, essentially. You do have the option of only deleting the twin games that are only in the filter. But how does that help you to make sure your database doesn't have duplicates? So there's no need to do this too often. As you can see, I only had one file to update over a week. So maybe once a month you can do it. Unless you're a professional and you really need to be on top of the latest ideas, it's really not necessary to do it too frequently. Okay, found 45,984 twin games because I uploaded some files which I had uploaded before. Makes sense. And so we just go ahead and delete twin games. We delete games. It does give you the option, to check each game, go next pair, and verify that they're actually duplicates. I do that for a few, and a lot of times it's good. Okay, so we're done. We're done deleting twin games. And the last thing, even though it says deleted twin games, it only grays them out. So if you close the database, you'll still have the games in there. So what you need to do is finally do a database maintenance and compact database. So once you do the compact database, it will delete the twin games. It'll find any other bad files or bad records and clean it up. So say OK. All right, it's been compacted. And so now if you sort by date, you'll see the latest games here. We say search, we look for header, and we look for Carlson, ignore colors. Okay. So we sort again. Okay, we have all the games up to December 10th. So it looks like the Carlson Nepo match. This was I think this was the last game. Let's see, Carlson Nepo. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Carlson won this one, and we can take a look at the game really quickly. Carlson was black, e4, e5, 49 moves. Knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, pawn takes f4. Okay, exchange sacrifice. Queen takes g5 check, king to f1, queen to h3, king to g1, knight f5, d6, knight h4, pawn takes e3, queen g3 check, king to f1, knight to f3, queen to f2, queen h3 check, queen g2, queen takes g2, king takes g2, knight takes e1, rook takes e1, rook takes d6, king f3. And so now if we evaluate the position, we've got 5 pawns versus 6 pawns. Black is ahead, and he's got an outside pass pawn, which looks like would be the decisive advantage. King takes c7, h2, rook to b1, rook takes c3 check, king takes b6. Wow, and this was amazing move. Rook to b3 check, deflecting the rook from the queening square. Rook takes b3, h1. So we just go here, and we can pick up the rook if he comes here. Where else can we pick up the rook? We can pick up the rook from here. So the king here will pick up the rook. The king anywhere on this rank will pick up the rook. So let's see what Magnus actually did. Check. Yes, forcing the king down there. King to g8. Rook to b6. Queen to c4. And resigns. All right, so there you have it, folks. That's how I maintain my database. This game was just a bonus, and hope you found this useful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, like, and share this video. See you in the next one.